Yo, what's going on YouTube, and welcome to Goal Line Hockey. It's your boy Kevin Forte. We're taking a look at the latest news on the New York Islanders, and these videos have been doing really well. Obviously, my Islander fans out here are supporting the boys, and we're going to be taking a look at the Islanders today. The latest rumors on Matt Barzal, the Islanders potentially trying to move out some more cap space before the end of training camp. We're going to be taking a look at all of that in this video. If you like what we're doing here at Goal Line Hockey, want to see the latest news around the NHL, you guys know what to do. Make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and a subscribe down below, and let's take a look at the latest on the New York Islanders. So it's been a pretty busy couple of weeks for the New York Islanders, and they are starting to gain a lot of attention in the media for the wrong reasons, and that is mostly because Number 13, Matt Barzal, the Islanders' superstar center, has not yet signed a contract with the New York Islanders. But there's a lot of complications, and if you know anything about the general manager of the New York Islanders, Lou Lamoriello, this is his forte. And I'm not just saying that because of my last name. That is true, though. Lou Lamoriello has a couple of little hidden tricks up his sleeve, and we're going to be talking about what may be going on here with the Islanders, Matt Barzal, as well as clearing out some more cap space potentially. So, latest on Barzal. It seems like the latest with Barzal is that the Islanders they have a contract somewhat in agreement with Matt Barzal. You may be wondering, what do you mean? Why have they not confirmed this? Well, according to certain sources out there, there's the assumption that Matt Barzal has a deal set with the Islanders, but the question is, it's not really a question. They have to wait on Johnny Boychuk and his $6 million to come off the books, because at this current point, the New York Islanders do not have enough cap space to sign Matt Barzal. So there are rumors right now out there that Matt Barzal is on a PTO with the New York Islanders, just as what we're seeing right now in St. Louis with Mike Hoffman. And until Alexander Steen and Vladimir Tarasenko's money comes off the books, they can't sign Mike Hoffman. But he is property of the team. We may see something like that here with Matt Barzal for the New York Islanders. So the Islanders right now have $3.9 million in cap space, which is not enough to get Matt Barzal signed. But at the conclusion of training camp, Johnny Boychuk's money comes off the books. Long-term injured reserve. He will not be playing this season. The Islanders are allowed their exude of that $6 million. So now that becomes $9.9 million. Now, that still may not be enough for the Islanders, but it's a lot better than $3.9 million to get Matt Barzal re-signed, right? Because the rumor is Barzal wants between $10 and $11 million. He's probably going to get somewhere between 10.5 and 10.7, depending on what happens with Lou Lamoriello. So now we're hearing rumors. According to David Pagnota, one source said that the New York Islanders are shopping multiple players, aside from Thomas Hickey. I'm told Komarov is one of them. Again, don't think a deal is close yet. We've heard these rumors in the past. And I think the one team, if you're a New York Islanders fan, the one team to really keep an eye on is the Minnesota Wild and Bill Guerin up there in Minnesota. The Minnesota Wild are in a rebuild mode, and they have Zach Parise, who, not that he doesn't want to play there, but you got to be thinking, if you're Zach Parise right now, I even made a video talking about over the summer, and most Minnesota Wild fans were saying it's going to be Ryan Suter or Zach Parise as the next captain of the Minnesota Wild. Now, if you don't realize, earlier this week, it was announced that the Minnesota Wild named a new captain, and it was not either Ryan Suter or Zach Parise, the hometown boy. It was Jared Spurgeon, one of the defensemen. So now it brings up the question, maybe not that he got snubbed or snaked of a captaincy there in Minnesota, but he may feel a little bit of resentment. And maybe this is a sign that the Minnesota Wild already know that they want to get a deal done with Lou Lamoriello and the Islanders. And we've heard this rumor for the past 2 years now, that the New York Islanders have been interested in moving out Andrew Ladd, Cal Clutterbuck, Leo Komarov, Thomas Hickey, all those like crap contracts that the Islanders have, to potentially acquire a guy like Zach Parise and move on with a little cap space. Maybe give a prospect, which may be scary, because now I'm considering, who are the Islanders going to give up? Is it going to be Noah Dobson? Probably not. Now we're talking about maybe a Kiefer Bellows or a Bodie Wild. That's the guy that we have to keep an eye on. And maybe even a Simone Holmstrom, the New York Islanders' first-round pick from this past draft. So these are all things that you have to keep an eye on with the New York Islanders. Obviously, they're looking to move out cap space, and if it means Leo Komarov, Cal Clutterbuck, they just re-signed Matt Martin, and I had a feeling, I said this in my Hosang video, by them signing him to a $1.5 million deal, A, they keep a fan favorite, and B, at 1.5, now you have a guy in the bottom six for a cheaper deal than, say, a 3.5 on the wing in a guy like Cal Clutterbuck, or $6 million in Andrew Ladd. Those are the decisions that the Islanders have to make. Lou Lamoriello, if I know anything about Lou Lamoriello, which I don't really know much, nobody really does about Lou, but if you know anything from what he's shown us, he does know what he's doing. And I think there's a little bit of, hush-hush, keep things on the low key with the New York Islanders right now. The whole situation with Matt Barzal, and the media is running with it, and I don't blame them. I'm making a video here, which is probably a little bit of clickbait, but at the end of the day, it seems like sooner rather than later, Matt Barzal will officially sign with the New York Islanders. And also remember that he's been on the Islanders training camp roster, so he hasn't been showing up on the ice yet, but he is on the active roster for training camp, which it's pretty much a foregone conclusion at this point. But again, until pen to paper, we've seen this happen with John Tavares. The night of John Tavares going, the night before free agency, it seemed like Tavares was going to be with the New York Islanders. And the next morning you wake up and he's a Maple Leaf. So guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. What do you think of the Matt Barzal situation with the New York Islanders? Do you think it's going to end anytime soon? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Maybe leave some mock trades for what we could see. Maybe a Leo Komarov deal, or Andrew Ladd, or Thomas Hickey, for potentially a Zach Parise from the Minnesota Wild. Let me know some mock trades down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a great day.